in 1 second. Okay, I'm live now, but it may take you just a second to hear me. So let me know when you can hear my voice, Mike. I have 0 viewers in here right now, so I don't know if you can if you're in it or not.
It's not coming. I'm not. Video live broadcast will begin in 7 minutes.
Okay. Weird. That's odd because.
Hold on, it's opening up.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So you can hear me. All right, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. So I'm just going to go ahead and start now. But by the time that you can go ahead and start watching now, because it just has like a minute or 2 lag on it for some reason. I don't know why. All right, Mike. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Welcome to another week of the Social Media Boot Camp presented by REMAX. Today we're going to be talking about Facebook advertising. I want to make sure that you guys can go ahead and see my screen here. Looks like everyone's able to see this all right. That's perfect. All right, so we're going to be focusing on advertising strictly on Facebook. Why do we want to advertise on Facebook? A few different things. Generate leads is obviously our #1 goal, which is what we're going to be focusing on today. And so our main thing today, we're going to talk about bringing likes to your business page. So there are a few things that you need in order to create a Facebook ad, a successful Facebook ad. #1, you need a business page. #2, you need a call to action, and call to actions can be quite a few different things. Just to name a few, it can be something like free download for a first-time homebuyer's guide, or in quotes, the home selling process, download that ebook. Or you can do after the close, 15 tips for maintaining your home. Or you can do for foreign buyers, how to buy property in the US. Or even another one would be like understanding escrow, the complete guide. So obviously there are lots of ideas like that in terms of call to actions. But what I think may be even better for a beginner's kind of call to action would be receive a free market analysis, or get a free relocation ebook, or join our monthly listing, or the ever popular search the MLS, which I'm not a huge fan of because it's so overused. View listings, always great. Fill out this form to find your home's value. Sign me up for listings in my town. Register for free market information, things like that. So that's a call to action. Another thing that we're going to need is a target niche, and that is something that we're going to go ahead and get to in a minute. It's not going to be extremely targeted. It's going to be zip code, age, gender, relationship status, and we're going to stick strictly to those things right there. Another thing is going to be what are we giving away in exchange for a like on the business page, and those are basically the call to action. We come back to the call to action on that one. And then the last thing is valuable and consistent follow-up with people that begin to like your page, messaging them and letting them know, thank you for liking my page, or giving them what you promised them in the call to action as well. So that's going to be our main things on that. So now that we've got those 5 things down: business page, call to action, target niche, a giveaway in exchange for whatever we're going to offering, and then a valuable and consistent follow-up. Those are our 5 main things for creating a Facebook ad. Let's talk about how we get to the ad manager within Facebook. So we have a business page. We're going to go ahead and just go to REMAX's real quick. Here's our business page. And to navigate into the ad manager, what you want to do is you want to go over here to this down arrow. You want to scroll down to create ads right here. So we've got step 1, create your campaign. Choose the objective for your campaign. Well, we want to increase people's awareness of our brand and business. Other options are finding potential customers for your business, or drive sales or for your product or service. But we're going to focus on increasing people's awareness for the brand and business, promote posts, get more likes, or reach people near your local business. So you can go ahead and just click on this section, go down here to more page likes, and then we search the page that we're going to be using, and it pops us right into creating an objective for this campaign. So we're just going to go real slowly, step by step through this, because I know that if you've never done this before, it can seem a little daunting. So who do you want your ads to reach? We can, why don't we just go ahead and start here, campaign name. So we're looking for page likes for this page. We can call it whatever we want. It is my business page likes, you know, for whoever, whatever the name. And then we're going to go down to locations. It gives you a suggested location. That's great. But I'm going to go ahead and do this myself manually. I'm going to go ahead and remove this by pressing this X over here on the right-hand side. Now you'll notice something changed over here on the right. This is the audience definition. Basically, what this does is it's creating kind of like a projection of how many people your ad is going to reach, how successful your ad is going to be. It's got a little dial here, and it's really helpful actually. As we're moving along here, you'll see it change throughout this. So locations, we're going to go by zip code. So we're going to do, let's just say 91355, Valencia, California. Gives us some other options. Make sure you click the right one. Click on that. And then we're going to go into age group, which we want to, just based on some research that I've done, you can go ahead and do your own research if you'd like to. You just go and search, you know, Facebook ads for real estate agents age group, right? Or something like that. I've seen 32 to 44 be a consistent thing that pops up for this. I'm guessing a lot of research was done on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and trust it because I haven't done any research on that. So let's do 32 to 44. And then we do women. A big reason why we're doing women on this one, it can be all if you'd like, but there's just a fact of the matter is more women are on Facebook than men, and more women are on Facebook engaging businesses. And there's also been research done that the majority, let's just say household opinion or household choices, something like that, they've found it to be a higher percentage of women make kind of like the choices in terms of like buying a new home or something like that. So I don't know if I fully agree with that or disagree with that, but what I'm saying is research has been done, so that's why we're choosing women here. And then we're going to go ahead and also do more demographics right here. Obviously, languages leave blank. We're going to go down to relationship status, and we're going to go to married. Once again, this kind of comes back to prior research that has been done specifically for real estate in this topic. And they talk about just that this is going to get you more page likes, basically. More married people are more likely to be buying new homes than singles or something else. So that's what we've got. We've got married, and we scroll down slightly more. We're going to leave interests and behaviors blank and any other demographics blank. Connections, we're going to go ahead and just do only people not connected to REMAX of Valencia and Santa Clarita. Why? Because we're trying to get new page likes. So why would we want to be connecting with people that are already connected with us? And we're not worrying about advanced. So how much do I want to spend? Huge question I get asked all the time. How much do I have to spend if I want to do Facebook advertising? I'm going to go ahead and just put it out there, a minimum of $2 at least, if you want to see some kind of, feedback from your ad. So that's what we're going to start with. And if you're not getting anything back from those numbers, maybe up that for a while. You can spend more money in a couple days and then shut it off for a while. You just got to be attentive to the fact that you're running an ad. So you don't want to get to the end of the month, and realize that you were doing whatever, $20 a day, and then you have, this huge charge from Facebook on your credit card. So what we're going to do here is make sure we switch this to $2. And if you want to do a start and end date, this is how you would do it. Let's say you wanted to spend something more like $15 a day, right? So I would just do a start date of today at right now, and we had to end it in, let's go ahead and just say a week from now at the same time, and it'll tell us I'm going to spend up to $500. So let's bring that back a little bit. It seems a little bit much. If I just want to do a day, right? So we're not going to be doing scheduling though, but it is an option for you if you wanted to do something like spend a little bit more money over a short period of time. But we're going to run my ad set continuously starting today. So we're going to click on this right here. Don't even worry about showing advanced options. Don't even worry about, you can change the ad set name if you'd like, but it's not a huge deal. And then it talks about estimated daily reach. So here we go. Your audience is defined, right? Specific, broad. This is the audience definition. Things are right about in the middle. So that's perfect for us. We've got a location, relationship status is married. We've excluded people that are already connected to us, and age group 32 to 44, gender female. Potential reach. So what is reach? When we talk in social media, reach is just like the amount of people that your ad is going to end up in front of, or the amount of people that a post that you do on any Facebook post is going to end up in front of, or on Twitter or anything like that. So reach is just a general social media term. And it's just talking about the literal reach of whatever ad you're creating or post that you're setting out there. We come down here and you'll notice that things start to change as we change this number on the right hand side here. If I change this to $2 a day, I'm going to reach between 400 and 1,100 people in this audience. If I change it back to $15 for a day, all of a sudden it shoots up to 1,800 to 4,700 people. So this is all based on what you are willing to spend. And if you've never done a Facebook ads before, you're a little on the fence about it, go ahead and just leave it down at about $2 at a minimum. Maybe double that, maybe triple that. You don't have to go all the way to 15 or 20, but all right. So then we've kind of got, we know we're going to reach between 400 and 1,100 people. We're going to scroll down into the image section, which is going to possibly cause a lot of hiccups for people. One main thing to focus on with any image that you're going to put in any ad, or even like a boosted post, if you're noticing boosted posts getting canceled by Facebook, or if you're noticing campaign ads being canceled by Facebook because of your image, there's too much text on an image, it'll usually tell you why an ad is being canceled. The reason is you can only have less than 20% of your image be text. So on here we have no text, so this ad will run fine, but this image is not helpful to us at all. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add an image in here that still has our call to action actually in text over the image, but we have to keep it short and sweet. So just for as an example on this, we're going to talk about something very basic for a call to action. And that call to action I think we're going to use is going to just go ahead and say view listings or something to that effect. Why don't we say there's new listings in the SCV this week. See them now. Something like that, right? Call to action. Simple. And we're going to go ahead and do show advanced options. And still leave this as this if we want, or we can say like see new listings. See new SCV homes. A lot of we don't need so many exclamation marks, but landing view is going to be timeline for this ad. And then we've got 3 different ways that the ad's going to show up. We've got the desktop news feed, which is like when I'm on my desktop computer in my office, like this is the image that's going to show up on Facebook. Mobile news feed is anyone on their phone. This is the ad they're going to see on their phone. And then right-hand column is, again, on a desktop computer, but over here on the right-hand side, that is where we're going to, they're going to see the ad in terms of right column. Within all of these, we have a like page button. So that kind of comes back full circle to the type of ad that we're creating, which is a like page campaign. And you'll see it right here, like page. So people can they'll see this, they can hit like page, bam, your page is liked immediately. Or right here, like, this is a little hand. And like page here as well. Okay. So let's go ahead and change this image. Add up to 6 images. You can upload images, use images from your library, or search. So what we want to do is go ahead and just get rid of that. Going to go ahead and go to upload, go to desktop, and go to wherever your ad might be, or the picture that you're going to use is going to be. So I'll go to, let's see. Sorry guys, got to find my image here. There we go. So SCV's newest listing, something like that. It's going to give me like a preview. This is going to be more than 20% text on this ad. That's why we have a little yellow triangle here. Add images with text that take up more than 20% of the image may not be approved. Use another image or learn about using text in ads. So I actually have another picture available as well, which I will bring up right now. Hit upload. Go to wherever the image is on your computer. Go and close that. So why are there multiple things here? Because you can have multiple images. It's not going to be multiple images within each ad. What it's going to be is rotation. So sometimes it'll show up as this, sometimes it'll show up as something else. Notice how the yellow triangle has been removed from this image because this will work. But I have the call to action here in the image. What I did actually was blur out the background so I could write text over an image here. And so now I have the call to action, kind of an enticing picture of the inside of a home. I've got my tagline here, and we're good to go. So you go ahead and hit place order. Your order has been placed, and what happens is it goes into review, and then you get an approval. You'll get a notification that pops up shortly, and then you have. Sorry, let me get this out of the way. There we go. Have a lot of different analytics here. So analytics are just kind of like a review of your ad in terms of how successful it's being, right? So how many page likes have we gotten so far? How many people have seen the ad for the reach here? How much have I spent, right? How much have I spent in total of the entire time this campaign has been active? How much have I spent today? And then what's the current status of this ad? And right here we have a bar. I can turn this ad on and off. So if I want to manually come in to my ads manager right here, you'll see that the way that you get to the ads manager, go into advertising on Facebook or create ads, either one, and you can get to the ad manager that way. And we can shut it on and off manually. So if we didn't put the scheduling on, we just want to come in here and be like, you know what, I spent enough this week, I'm going to shut it off. You just go ahead and click this, I'll shut it off. And we've got a preview of the ad. Okay, so that's how we put together kind of something for page likes. Now you know how to create an ad on Facebook. Not as difficult as you would think. Facebook makes it pretty easy for you to set it up. Main things that you kind of probably did not know, and now you know. You're doing it based on zip code. You're doing it based on gender. You're doing it based on age group. And we're creating this target audience for this ad. So those are some basic kind of just tips to keep in mind for when you're creating an ad. And you can go ahead and rewatch this video if you aren't able to figure out what to put into those sections. All right, let's go ahead and bring up boosting a post, which is another way of advertising on Facebook. Let's say I want to go to REMAX once in Santa Clarita. And then I go into an ad that I think would be, or a post that I think that would engage my community well and or a post that like I would really like to have more likes and comments on. Well, on everything on specifically your business page, you'll see boost post, boost post, boost post, boost post, right? So let's say I want to get more people onto my YouTube, onto REMAX's YouTube, right? So I have a call to action. Want to see inside all those homes for sale in the SCV. I've got my hashtag in here. And I've got a hashtag worked into a sentence here, which is also another social media tip for you guys to know. Instead of plugging a bunch of hashtags at the bottom, you can actually, if you can make a word into a hashtag in a sentence, that's preferable. And we go see them all on YouTube, and then I've got my shortened link here, a link to the website. Let's say I wanted to boost this post. I hit boost post. I pop that up. And I just go, I have two previews, the desktop preview and the mobile preview. I think that the image looks great. There's less than 20% text here if I had to guess. If not, I can always make that text smaller. But over here on the right-hand side, we've kind of got a short view of the ad campaign manager that we were just in. So we can create a bunch of different audiences here, right? And I can create a new audience like this. If I want to create a new audience and I want to call it 91355, I can close that. I want to just do 91355. Or if I want to just do, we'll just do Santa Clarita. I create California. Age group, I want to do 32 to 44. Or if we wanted to, and we're already running a continuous campaign kind of like on this audience, but maybe we want to do a slightly different audience. Maybe we want to do Canyon Country or Saugus or Castaic. You would just do that in here as well. Probably keep the age the same and the gender the same. And then in here we can put interests, but we're going to go ahead and just be removing all of this so that we can reach a broader range or a broader audience. Go ahead and hit save on that. And well, if we wanted to spend $60, we could reach 12,000 people in 2 days. Or we can just go ahead and throw out maybe something small, like I want to spend $8 on this campaign, on getting this post out there. Get between 1,400 and 3,600 people. Maybe just boost this for only today. And then you have your payment options down here as well, which is where you would enter your credit card information. And yeah, then you hit boost, and it would also go into the review process, as did our last campaign or last ad that we just made. And we go ahead and have that boosted, and we'd have it boosted here. You would actually see underneath here the status of that boost, like how many people it's reached and how many people have liked it. Obviously, you'll see that right here and comments below. Let's talk about some other options in terms of for strictly real estate call to actions that we can use, either to get people from Facebook to your website or from Facebook to your business page. So what we just did is we did a like ad, right? So that gets people to the business page. Well, what do I do now? Now I have people that like my business page, but what we really want is like a contact a little further than that, which is an email address. And in order to do that, what you really need is a landing page of some sort in which people will end up putting their email address into like a box, right? And then they get something from that. So there are a lot of different landing page options out there. Unbounce, a very popular one right here. And we've got, let's see, Lander app, also another one. Wix will do it as well. Wherever that was, Wix right here. Wishpond, also a fantastic one. So let's just say we go into one of these. We want to create a landing page. Design and publish. A/B testing means that you try different call to actions, find out which one works better. Like I have test A and I have test B. That's what that means. And they've got all sorts of different templates. Look, we've got a real estate template right here. Sell your home fast. Get a free valuation and estimate. This is a call to action. Sell your home fast. Get a free valuation. Get a free valuation and estimate. The person, in order to get this, they need to enter their email address, their name, address, and phone, and they click it. You then now have a new contact. You can even add text down here below. So this is a great little landing page if you wanted to use something like this, just to get more leads. And you could change this all the time, but you would just have to send them whatever your offer is each time. So, right, if they want to do like a market analysis of an area, you put together a market analysis based on what they ask for. You can change these sections here, right? Or let's say they have their address in here, build it off that way. But within these landing page builders, you can change, the text here. You can change like what information they are inputting, what is required, right? Like the star. If you don't want them to have to put their name in, that's good, because the less information that a person has to give you, the less likely, or the more likely that they're going to give you at least an email address. If they don't have to put their name and their address and their phone number, they just have to do their email address. They're much more likely to do that than having to put all this information in. So that's Wishpond. Got different pricing options available here. Some of them can get pretty pricey. We're talking up to like $100 a month, which is really not that bad if we're talking about getting new leads. If this is something that you're going to be running regularly, if you're spending at least $2 a day on Facebook and then you have $100 a month landing page option, I mean, I'm thinking you should definitely do that and at least do some A/B testing, or find out what's working, what's not working, and give it a shot for a few months and see if you can't pull something in. If it's not working, you need to change your call to action. You need to change or what you're giving away, right? Or you also may need to look into doing a higher rate on Facebook. So instead of spending $2 a day, you're spending $4 or $5. All right, so basically what we would want in terms of like, let's say we want to bring someone to a landing page, right? So we want to create a post that gets them to our landing page. So we go, so there's new home listings this week in the Santa Clarita area. Have you checked them out? Get a list of the new listings here. Something like that. Then you would create your landing page. You would get the URL for that landing page, right? You would copy it and you would put it into here. After you shorten it, of course, which we've talked about already. Going to bit.ly. You paste that link into there. You get a shortened link of that. You go ahead and paste that into here. And then you would also, what it does is it creates a preview for you. Always get rid of this preview. Always do a photo. Upload a photo. And we would do the photo I just created, which I seem to be having a hard time finding today. Give me 1 second. There we go. View listings in SCV as my picture. Give a couple drop downs, throw in your website. throw in a couple hashtags. Like I said, let's say we want to have Santa Clarita hashtag like in here. I would not do it in this because we're trying to make this as easily readable as possible since it's our call to action. So I wouldn't make hashtag Santa Clarita. I would not make this hashtag Santa Clarita. I would just go ahead and leave that one out there and maybe put it again down here or just skip it altogether. We just do Valencia. Maybe just do SCV Life, which is a popular one as well. Go ahead and hit post. It says boost unavailable right now. Go ahead and refresh the page. And boost becomes available. I don't know what's been going on with that lately, but so there's new home listings this week in the Santa Clarita area. Have you checked them out? Get a list of the new listings here, right? So word that a little bit better, but we click on that link and it takes us, they click on that link, hopefully it takes us to the landing page. They enter their email to get the list of new homes that are available, and bam, you have offered them some type of a giveaway. You've created a call to action that seems to be working, and you are building an email database of people that are looking to buy in that area. Going to go ahead and remove that. So there's two different ways of creating campaigns on here. On Facebook, we've got a basic boost post, and then we've got a, when we go into our ads manager, we've got our sorry, when we go into our ad manager, we have the other campaign that we created a second ago, right? So let's go back to our main page. And I want to kind of wrap this up with one last talk about different options for call to actions. And that's going to be available on all sorts of different websites. There's an actual person that works for Inman, which is a great source of real estate news. Here's a real estate ads that you should know. The Facebook ad all real estate agents should be running to get likes, right? Here's a article that talks about what we just did in detail. It's slightly dated because Facebook often changes the way that the ad manager works, but it gives you the general information, right? Like the zip code and what our objective is and all that written out here. So if you want to have this open in like a new tab while you're creating a Facebook ad, great idea. The writer, her name is Christina Etheridge. She often writes about social media for real estate in particular. So if you go to inman.com and search Christina Etheridge, you can find all sorts of articles on how to, better utilize Facebook for real estate for business. So let's talk about some call to actions real quick before I let you guys go. Open another new tab. And we've got effective calls to action. Real quick, here's some things that we want to watch out for. We want to watch the agent speak, as this person notes out in this article. So what does that mean? Your target audience doesn't understand the language of real estate always. So you want to watch out for the use of real estate jargon in your CTAs. So in your call to actions, that's a CTA. This classic example is popular in the call to action. Get a free CMA. So we don't want to use something like get a free CMA because people don't always know what CMA means. So instead, what we would want to use is we want to use like find out what your home is worth, free, no obligation. So they call that quote unquote consumer English as opposed to like agent speak, right? And then another thing we want to watch out for is search the MLS. Now, yes, the MLS is a pretty well-known term. I would say probably even more than CMA, but we'd still want to keep it simple. So we'd want to do search homes for sale. instead. So a couple things to watch out for, but here we've got a few different call to actions. Free downloads for some type of a guide. We've got the home selling process. We've got an ebook. There's all sorts of ways to create ebooks. If you just Google how to create an ebook, you can make that an option for you. After the close, 15 tips for maintaining your home. We've got the foreign buyers one I mentioned earlier. We've got understanding escrow. Subscribe to our monthly newsletter here. This would take them to your landing page, and once you have their email, you input them into the newsletter. That's how that works. Sign up for our free newsletter packed with real estate tips. So just a little bit slight difference from this number 6 here. Free newsletter again. Get today's real estate market update. Subscribe here for market reports. Got a few more for you, in fact. Let me bring over this link. So here we have search the MLS, right? So they're right off the bat making a mistake, but we get what they're talking about. Receive a free market analysis. We saw that one again. Receive a free relocation ebook. Join our monthly listing. View listings. Fill out this form to find out your home's value. I really like this one, actually. So if someone wants to know what their home is worth, you create that as like the call to action. Find out what your home is worth now. Or did you know the market's going up? Find out what your home is worth today. Looking to sell your home, find out what your home is worth, right? So fill out this form to find out what your home's value is. And then it would take them to the landing page that you created. And in that you would edit it to basically answer this question, right? Or you would get their email address, and then you would just email them based off what you found in the MLS. Sign me up for listings in my town, register for market information, download a free report instantly, enjoy your virtual tour, so virtual tours, talk to a knowledgeable agent, find out what keeps shoppers coming back, click here to receive tips to commercialism your home fast. Okay. Call for 20 home shopping tips. Interesting. Read this report to sell your home quick. Okay. Check out your home value. Okay. Request region market report. So this is why we do different tests on ads. If you want to run one ad for week 1, run another ad for another week. That's kind of like the A/B testing that they mentioned on this landing page builder. You can have multiple landing pages running at once, multiple ads running at once if you want to really be as efficient as possible. All right, guys. So if you guys have any other questions, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and email these links, all these links I've opened up. As soon as I end this class, I'm going to email them to everyone so they can have a general idea of what I'm talking about, and they can reference this themselves instead of having to just watch me going back and forth on these windows during this class. But now we've kind of gotten a great idea of how to run a Facebook ad in the campaign manager, how to boost a post, which is our second option for a Facebook ad, and we have talked about creating different, audiences, right? Editing different audiences based on area, or if you really wanted to, you could base it on interests, but that's not something that we think that research has shown to be like super beneficial for what we're talking about specifically. If we were running ads for some other kind of industry, that might be helpful, but for just kind of like starting to get into the game of advertising on Facebook, unnecessary. We talked about keeping the text on our image less than 20%. Huge rookie mistake. A lot of people will run into this problem, and it was actually something that when I first started doing this, I had a lot of trouble with, because I wanted to like put a bunch of information in here. Like I wanted to do view listings in SCV and then do my website underneath it or whatever. Or I wanted to put my name or something, and you just really have to focus on getting that information into this upper area up here, and then keeping the text on the image as short as possible. But if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and just like respond to my email that I'm going to send out here in a second. And I hope you guys all have a great day. And I hope this this class was helpful to anyone that was struggling with possibly getting into the game of advertising on Facebook. So hope you guys have a real good one. And yeah, thank you for joining the class today. Appreciate it.